We are now joined by Ayah Jaber, Gift of the Givers Middle East Office translator. Good day to you, and thanks so very much for joining us here on SABC News.
Good day. Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. I mean, we're seeing a lot of images, showing the devastation. Let's talk about the humanitarian crisis currently. I mean, we heard there António Guterres talking about, civilian targets and how problematic this whole situation is, on both sides.
Correct. I won't be speaking on the Israeli side because I'm from Palestine, I'm from Gaza, so I'll speak on my side.
Okay.
So for now, with this whole thing happening, obviously the first thing that got shut was the border. And mainly Gaza gets their stock from Israel and Egypt. And at the moment we're getting nothing from either side. And obviously we have 2 million people in the strip without jobs, without anything. They're not getting, at the moment, whoever had a job, they had it, they will make money for their day, just for the day. So they'll make money, go home, buy groceries, and eat for that day. So you have to think about those people for now. Those people have nothing at all. So they rely on donations and they rely on other help from other people. And with the whole thing of the border being closed, we're not getting medicines, we're not getting medical equipment and everything with regards to medicines.
Yeah.
We're not getting food, we're not getting water, fuel, which led to hospitals shutting down. And at the moment, the numbers are increasing in the hospitals. We have more than 7,000 people killed. We have more than 17,000 injured. And we only have 35 hospitals in the Gaza Strip. And at the moment, it's only 5 that are running. And they're not even running at their full capacity. And we know that their fuel is running out. I think what they're doing is they're just getting the fuel from personal and private companies, and they're giving it to them to run for those days. So we literally just want the border to open just for those people at the hospitals to get some help,
Ayah, let's talk about the role of Gift of the Givers within this entire crisis. I mean, the fact that you highlight the problems when it comes to the health situation, the fact that borders are closed, so no medicines can go through, the increasing numbers in hospitals. I mean, I can imagine just how overburdened some of these hospitals are. But as Gift of the Givers coming in, what is your role and how exactly have you been able to maneuver during really what is a crisis?
So at the moment, the first thing we usually do when we have a war, because in Gaza we experience a lot of stuff like that, so the first thing we do is try to work with other organizations that are on ground, because our team isn't big and they can't help the whole of the Gaza Strip. So we start working with other organizations to see who has what and what can we do to get the stock from them and then distribute it. We have a medical assistance program, which we always do. We're always involved in the medical field. So what we do is, at the moment, we're doing a distribution of blankets, we're doing distribution of hygiene kits, baby formulas, sanitary pads, mattresses, towels, pillows, clothes, because now winter is about to come.
Yeah.
So they need all of these things. That's with regards to people in the shelters and people in the hospitals. I think you've heard that people are taking shelter at the hospitals as well.
Yeah.
So wherever they find an empty spot, they just bring their families and they sit on it. So we also, yesterday we were very lucky to organize with a butcher, a very big butcher in Gaza, to give us meat for 10 days to be able to make meals for the medical staff for the next 10 days. But that's only for the next 10 days.
All right.
And then we also have our desalination water, and that it's assisting us now because there's no water in Gaza, and we're trying to distribute it in the shelters. And we've been helping with the medical supplies. We always try to organize with big companies and that. We pay them, and then they just deliver it to the hospital. But at the moment, they're running out. So with that regard, we can't do anything. We're just doing the blankets and that for all the people at the hospital. So we're not really doing much with medical supplies. We're doing more to the elderly and we're doing to people with special needs at the shelters. So we're providing them with medicines if they have any chronic diseases or anything. That's what we are able to do.
All right. Let's also now talk about the statement made by the South African ambassador, Nozipho Tiseko, who said that, the images that, she's seeing or that, are being shared are reminiscent to her, like the images that we saw, during World War II. Would you agree with that? Would you take it that far?
I think it would be worse than that, because I'm seeing pictures of people that I know personally. And it's honestly one of the most disturbing scenes that you've ever seen in your life. And it's literally children. So that's where it comes, like, where is the situation going to? Because you're saying that you're fighting Hamas, but at the same time, you targeting children. You're targeting women. And most of the time, if you know the lifestyle of the Gaza people or the Palestinian people, especially in Gaza, the ladies don't work. They do work. I mean, I'm not talking in general, but majority doesn't work. So where are you coming from? You're targeting the children and the ladies. Like, okay, if they were working, you could be like, oh, maybe they are part of Hamas. But I'm talking about housewives. I'm talking about civilians. They do nothing with regards to fighting. They don't even know how to, smack a person to begin with. So why are you targeting those? Why are they targeting the civilians?
And no end in sight from where you stand?
Sorry?
No end in sight from where you stand?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm saying there's no end in sight, from where you stand, on the ground in Gaza. All right,
yes,
apologies.
Yes, there isn't.
Okay. Did you hear my
question?
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
It's cutting.
All right, now I was just trying to hear from you, from what you see. I mean, I'm looking at these images now. I mean, I'm sure, from where you're standing, there's no end in sight, is there?
No, there isn't. At the moment, the only thing that people are asking for at the moment is a ceasefire. They just want a break, because the whole day all you hear is bombings, and all you know about is this family of yours got killed, or this family of yours had their house bombed. They phoned them, they told them to evacuate, so they evacuated, but they bombed their house. So many people have lost their hope. And at the moment, I live in South Africa, so at the moment, all I know is my family is sitting there in Gaza, and I'm just worried. All I wanted to do is bring them here and try to organize for them to come out of Gaza. But the moment I asked for help, and I asked some people in the Rafah border, they told me absolutely not. We can't organize for anyone to leave. That was before the border closed. That was just the first 2 days, and the border was still open. And they said no, nobody can leave.
All right, Ayah, thanks very much. Thanks, Ayah. Let's leave it there.